You want to start?
So I don't know if you've heard by now, but we've reached peak bloom.
Really?
Finally.
I love it because last year when we were here, we were a day ahead of peak bloom. And we were trying to beg
it up a little
Mike
bit, you know?
Litterst. We said, well, we're here.
Into blossoming,
Why don't
right.
we just be, and look at today, just before 8:30.
Pick the absolute right day. You know, originally we thought this was going to be 3 or 4 days later. We had that 80 degrees on Sunday that just shot the blossoms forward. A couple cooler days yesterday. We were almost there, and first thing this morning, 70% of the trees are in bloom.
Yeah, all right, so we know it's a little windy out here, Mike, so we want to give you some of these WUSA9 sunglasses that we're handing out.
These are
Make
highly
this a little
coveted
easier, okay?
sunglasses.
Coveted, highly
Yeah.
collector's items.
Yeah,
There
I feel
you
like
go.
you need that to combat
Perfect.
the sun and the wind.
Helps
little
quite a
later.
bit with the wind,
All right,
yes.
Mike, so take us behind the scenes here. We know that 70% of the trees have to be at peak bloom for you to declare peak bloom. And there's also that indicator tree. So how often is the National Park Service checking that indicator tree before peak bloom to make that declaration?
Indicator tree gives us information as we're getting ready to make the prediction a month out. It runs about 2 weeks early, so it's giving us early indications. But when we get to this point and we're getting close and we're moving through the stages, our naturalist is out twice a day making laps around the tidal basin, counting trees and where they are. So I mean, it's not
Counting
scientific,
the
but
trees,
it's an
that's a lot of
accurate.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
That's
it
amazing.
take a lot of pride in whether or not we're at 65 or 70%. So.
Well, you know, we've been talking about the weather. It's windy out here. We've seen almost like snow with the blooms just kind of flying all over the place. Do we need to be concerned that over the next couple of days they may not look quite as peak beautiful as they are right now?
Not overly concerned at this point. You know, the trees have just blossomed. Those petals are nice and strong, hanging on tight. Gust of wind may bring a few of them down. We're going to get some rain tomorrow, I think. That's not a concern. When you're in 7 days or so and they're already starting to weaken and fade a little bit, that's when you don't want the heavy winds and the hard rains coming through.
I feel like this is the prime day to be here, though, especially ahead of the
gosh,
weekend.
And the weekend's going to cool off. You know, Saturday is going to be the kite festival day. So not only you have peak bloom crowds, you have kite festival crowds, other things going on in the mall. Crowd-wise, probably going to be best today. And the middle part of next week, we're calling 60s, 70s, mid 80s even.
Wow.
And that's the bigger concern. That will accelerate the leaves coming out and replacing the blossoms.
Ah,
So you want
wow.
cooler temperatures, slow that down. Warmer temperatures make it go faster.
I want to give you a quick opportunity before we leave here just to remind people why it is so important that we don't touch the cherry blossoms. We've seen a lot of people doing it. There may be some who still don't realize that they shouldn't do that. But do your quick 15-second pitch about that.
Ask everybody to help us be a cherry blossom protector. Don't pull the blossoms. Don't break the branches off. Don't climb the trees. 1.5 million people may come through in the next 4 weekends. Imagine if everybody takes a blossom home. There's not much left at the end of that.
Well, Mike Litterst from the National Park Service, rock star, here on Peak
My
Bloom
pleasure.
Day.
Thanks for coming out. Our
always
yearly visit,
love
right?
it.
Annual visit. Need to get
We
you out
love
here
it.
a little more often than just
Well,
Peak
we
Bloom.
will start doing that. You know, we just got to make it. We just got to make it.
That's
just
that
gotta
part.
make it.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank
All right,
you
so
so
anytime.
much.
By the way, you know WUSA9 is the place to be for this cherry blossom season. Just scan this QR code on your screen. If you're doing it now, a link should pop up to our cherry blossom guide. We cover where to see the blooms in DC and beyond, and also the festival.